August 2025 marked a disturbing surge in global antisemitism, as revealed by the Combat Antisemitism Movement's latest report. Nearly 700 anti-Semitic incidents were recorded worldwide in just 1 month, an average of more than 22 per day, up nearly 16% from the previous year. Most of these acts, about 2/3, were tied to anti-Israel sentiment, a trend that's intensified since the October 2023 Hamas attack on Israel. The data shows that criticism of Israel is increasingly used as a cover for age-old anti-Semitic tropes, blurring the line between political debate and outright hate. This pattern is not random, it's a coordinated escalation that threatens Jewish communities everywhere. The numbers are more than statistics. They represent real fear, insecurity, and trauma for Jewish people worldwide. The August report is a wake-up call. Anti-Semitism is rising, and it's more organized and visible than ever. The United States, long seen as a haven of religious freedom, now leads the world in anti-Semitic incidents, with 162 cases in August alone, a 13% jump from July. These acts range from vandalism, like swastikas at the Oregon Jewish Museum, to arson and death threats in St. Louis. Even commerce isn't immune. A Utah brewer marketed a cider with a violent anti-Semitic name. In Washington, Code Pink protested outside the Holocaust Memorial Museum, turning a site of remembrance into a stage for hate. College campuses are also flashpoints, with 14 of 19 global campus incidents happening in the U.S., exposing Jewish students to harassment and intimidation. The debate over how to address campus anti-Semitism is intensifying, with calls for stronger action and accountability. Anti-Semitism is no longer lurking in the shadows. It's out in the open, targeting every sphere of American life. The U.S. is now a troubling epicenter in a global crisis. Anti-Semitism is surging worldwide, not just in the U.S. In France, an air traffic controller harassed an Israeli flight crew. In Germany, a Russian national tried to attack the Israeli embassy, and Holocaust memorials were vandalized. In Spain, musicians incited violence with false claims of genocide, while in Lyon, "Free Gaza" was scrawled on a Holocaust memorial. Australia saw protesters equate Jews with Nazis, distorting history and fueling hate. These acts aren't isolated, they're part of a global pattern that weaponizes political conflict to justify anti-Semitism. Holocaust distortion and the conflation of Jews with their oppressors are now common tactics. The message is clear. Anti-Semitism is a global contagion, adapting and spreading across borders. Today's anti-Semitism is deeply entangled with geopolitics, especially anti-Zionism and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Movements like BDS, condemned as anti-Semitic by several European parliaments, fuel this hatred under the guise of activism. The October 2023 Hamas attack amplified anti-Jewish sentiment, with disinformation and social media distorting reality and justifying hate. State actors like Iran exploit the conflict, spreading propaganda and aligning with Western activist groups to mainstream anti-Semitism. Jewish communities are scapegoated for Israeli policies, facing collective blame and violence far from the Middle East. Understanding this web of ideology, propaganda, and politics is crucial to confronting the new face of global anti-Semitism. The August 2025 report is a call to action. Complacency is not an option. Leaders must condemn anti-Semitism in all its forms, and education must evolve to address both historical and modern hate. Schools and universities need to teach critical thinking to counter propaganda and Holocaust distortion. Law enforcement must act decisively, and Jewish institutions need stronger protection. Tech companies must take responsibility for stopping the spread of anti-Semitic content online. This fight is about defending the core values of tolerance and human rights. It's everyone's responsibility. Never again must be more than a slogan. It must be a shared reality we work to achieve, together.